Pacifica Radio, KPFT.
Do you use a cell phone, tablet, or other smart device? Here is something that you can appreciate. The new KPFT radio app can be applied to your Apple or Android device. To append the app to your device, go to the Android or Apple store and download. And in the blink of an eye, the app is applied to your device. The app makes it easy to listen to all KPFT HD streaming channels, HD 1, 2, and 3, keeping you apprised of our community's going-ons. If you approve, or even if you don't, send your comments to app@kpft.org. Once applied, the KPFT app will have you applauding the ease of listening, donating, and keeping up with KPFT. One thing is apparent, here is a new way to listen to KPFT on any smartphone, Android, or Apple. KPFT Houston, the appropriate destination for your ears.
This is KPFT Houston, 90.1 FM and FM HD1.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. Visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking pro JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night. The inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is Friday, September the 12th. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. I'm sure everyone's heard the news all around. And unfortunately, Texas has another execution. Charles Thompson. Linda's friends with Charles, and we're all just, we're here for you, Chuck. I think they call you Chuck, right? I think they do. Anyway, it's been a long week, like I said, but we're going to get into the meat of this show. Andre Taylor is on tonight, criminal justice organizer for Grassroots Leadership, Texas Advocates for Justice, or TAJ. Gloria Rubac is in the house. Woohoo! She is the Texas death penalty abolition movement. Danny Sneed, the encourager, will be calling in. He is the Prison Show veteran reporter. I think everybody knows Danny Sneed. Linda and I are here with the Death Row Angels. As you know, we do our segment every other Friday, shouting out updates for those on Texas Death Row. And we also visit. We visit a lot. We visit a whole lot and a whole lot of prisons.
And in the studio is Francois, who does the podcast called Death Row Stories, and I guess he's filming us.
I guess he is. I would have done my hair.
Yeah, me too. And you got rid of all your hair.
All right, and we also have Jamin in the studio tonight. He's doing our cameras. Thank you, Jamin. Yay! All right, so we have Andre Taylor on the line. Let's click on over to Andre. Hey, Andre.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
And you are the criminal justice organizer for Grassroots Leadership in Taj, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right. Well,
From Houston.
welcome to the, yes, from Houston. Welcome to the show. And what do you have for us this evening?
I just want to tell you all about some past events that we had within this last past month. And the first one I have is Night Out for Safety and Liberation. It was on August 5th. That's where we have the community come out and talk about what makes them feel safe outside of policing. It was a nice crowd. Even though it rained that day, we still had participants get up and talk about what makes them feel safe. The second one I have is that we partnered with a lovely organization by the name of ACLU at Allen Park Landing on September 6th. It was a short film documentary about cash bills and how it impacts families that's navigating through the criminal justice system that does not have as much money, them pertaining to property that they lose, such as cars, homes, jobs, even family ties at times, because the court system is so stressful. Also, the third thing, we attended the Commissioner's Court to oppose the approval of the new budget within law enforcement, because we want less money in policing and more money towards community. The next appearance for community to come out for public comments is on September 16th. The vote will be on September 18th. Families are welcome to come speak on behalf of community. And also, we're opening back up our letter writing a project again to answer those who are incarcerated, trying to navigate through their case, or their family might need help within the outside but don't know what direction to go in. And also, I want to invite you all in the community to come out to our general body meeting. The next one is on October 19th. It's at 5:30 to 7:30 at our office, which is 4407 New Orleans Street, Houston, Texas, 77020. Families can email me at ataylor@grassrootsleadership.org, and my mailing address is Grassroots Leadership, P.O. Box 88235, Houston, Texas, 77288.
Okay. Andre, can you repeat those addresses? So you said the meeting will take place at 44...
Yes, ma'am. So we're inviting community to our general body meeting. The next one is on October 19th at 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at our office. The address is 4407 New Orleans Street, Houston, Texas, 77020. And if families need help navigating within their loved ones that's incarcerated, if you need help, you can email me at ataylor@grassrootsleadership or send me a letter. The mailing address is Grassroots Leadership, P.O. Box 88235, Houston, Texas 77288.
All right. And so that the next meeting is going to be, you said, on October the 19th. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
what is coming up on September the 16th?
September the 16th is where Commissioners Court approves the budget. They're taking comments from the public on why this budget should not be passed. And on September 18th, that's when votes go in on the law enforcement new budget.
Okay, just to make sure that everyone who wants to attend or someone incarcerated wants to get this information out to their loved ones, what is the address where the Commissioners Court will be taking place?
On the Commissioners Court, if you can give me
I'm sorry, I popped that question, didn't I?
yeah.
I am so sorry. I know that inevitably somebody will say, why didn't you ask for that address? So I want to make sure that I get that address from you.
So the address to Commissioners Court is 1001 Preston Street.
Okay, and do you know what time it starts?
Commissioners Court typically starts at 10, but we ask that you be there at 9.
Okay.
Just to make sure you reserve your seat in the courtroom, because this is a very big topic.
It is a very big topic. I know a couple weeks ago we were talking about the budget for everyone listening. I know, I'm still on it. That the millions of dollars it takes to put those around town, and no one questions that budget. So, and that's part of policing. So I definitely think that more people should be attending these.
Yes, definitely should be attending the meetings, because a lot of us don't know that we have license plate readers in our communities, probably right to identify them. So it's very much so important that we get to one of these community meetings so we can identify what is in our neighborhood.
That is very true. That is true. So anything else coming up in the near future that you want to talk about?
Not at this moment, because I don't have a solidified date, but how with future events that's coming up.
Okay, great. Well, to repeat, P.O. Box 235, Houston, Texas 772. What is the last couple of digits?
So my mailing address is Grassroots Leadership, P.O. Box 88235, Houston, Texas 77288.
All right, 77288. Well, Andre, we appreciate you being on, and we look forward to having you back on. I think you've been on the show before, correct? Well, you did great. We appreciate you very much.
Can I get one more message that I have? I tell everyone that I speak with, especially those who are navigating through the system. Statistics state that young men and young women, because of the trade that we live, by the ages of 18, we'll have 3 baby moms, 3 baby dads, be 6 feet under or headed in that direction, be incarcerated 9 years in prison or possibly life. But you don't see too many young people that want to break the detriments of their environments that are being trapped in. And that's why it's very much so important that people especially. And that's all I have.
Well, that's great, Andre. I love that. We appreciate you being on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and you have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you. Bye bye. All right. And now we have Gloria Rubac.
Yes, ma'am. Um, well, first of all, greetings to everybody out there listening, whether you're in the what used to be maybe a free world, I'm not sure, and behind the razor wire. Um, I want to start off by saying that the Texas death penalty abolition movement, along with the Houston chapter of the Black Panther Party Alumni Association, are having an event tomorrow. We've decided to start sending birthday cards each month to the people on Texas death row that have birthdays. And we had stopped it after one of our members passed away, gosh, probably a couple of years ago now, but we've decided to go ahead and do it. And one of the guys on the row said, well, you know, we can't even get the card in our hands. And I'm like, yeah, but when we get a lot of people to sign them, we get to talk to them about the death penalty. So it's an important thing for us to be able to get the word out on the death penalty. Anyway, so tomorrow, not only are we signing the death row birthday cards for September and October, and we're trying to get ahead now, and then next month we'll do them for November and get them before people's birthdays. But anyway, but also today is the 81st birthday of Leonard Peltier. I'm not going to say the longest, but one of the longest political prisoners in the United States. Some of the Black Panthers who went to prison before him are still locked up. But Leonard was a Native American activist and wrongfully accused of murdering an FBI agent. After 50 years, he will have a birthday. I guess probably they're celebrating right now because today's his actual birthday. But his first birthday in freedom. So we have a big, cute pop-up card, but there's nowhere to sign it. And then we've got a smaller card that everybody can sign, and some notes where people can write notes to Leonard. Also, we've got a card for Mumia Abu Jamal, another political prisoner, who it's just a card of encouragement for Mumia, who was on the verge of going blind until last week when he finally, after 6 or 8 months of putting it off, got surgery on one of his eyes, and he's getting ready to have the second eye done. But he also, and those have to do with cataracts, but he also has diabetic retinopathy, so he still needs another surgery by a specialist. Anyway, so that's tomorrow at 4 o'clock at the Shape Center, 3903 Alameda. We welcome you to join us. We'll be having snacks and drinks and lots of fun. And so anyway, that is tomorrow. We have 3 now execution dates coming up. Unbelievable. And I feel bad that I don't know Blaine Milam, because everybody that knows him says he's the most wonderful friend and they love him. So Blaine, I hope I get to meet you one of these days. You will. And I hope that you get a stay of execution. Rob, and his execution is the 25th of this month. So, God, what is that, a couple of weeks? Yeah. Ugh. Then in October, Ken Paxton, with his, okay, I won't talk bad, had the district attorney set an execution date for Robert Robertson. Robert should never have been arrested or tried or put on death row because there was no crime. No crime. His little girl, Nikki, died from terrible medical reasons. And if he is executed October 16th, he will be the first person in this country executed for the now debunked shaken baby syndrome. And it's interesting, a group of exonerees actually just had a press conference for him on September 4th. And all of the exonerees that spoke about him were wrongfully convicted of either shaken baby syndrome or child abuse, and they all spoke out in favor of relief for Robert. And it's interesting, one of those people that spoke was Sabrina Butler Smith, who was on death row in Alabama, I believe. And Sabrina has been an activist since she did time for murdering her little boy, who there wasn't a murder. And working with Witness to Innocence, she has come to Texas numerous times to help us lobby the legislature. And then also, John Grisham has a book coming out. And it's not coming out till next June, but I'm just hoping that Robert's going to be alive to read it.
He will be.
And I think he will.
We're going to think positive.
Yep. And John Grisham is known for his murder mysteries and stuff like that. I've always loved to read his books. But I've learned recently that he works with the National Innocence Project, and now he's turning his attention to Robert. And a quote from Grisham, he said, "The wrongful conviction of Robert Robertson has been an ongoing tragedy for over 20 years. If it now becomes a wrongful execution, it will live in infamy. We don't know the final chapter, but I will be there to record the outcome." So, and then the other thing, we have posted on our Facebook page am I running out of time? Almost. A new podcast by one of our members, Francois, and it's called Death Row Stories. And the most recent one is about Perry Cobb, who was not on death row in Texas, but oh my God, what a story. Francois has also done, I think, 4 or 5 episodes of Death Row Stories about Pam Perillo, who was on Texas death row here, as well as other people. So please check that out on YouTube, and you go to Death Row Stories, Perry Cobb, and you'll find Perry's story and then the others. So I guess that's it. Am I out of time? Because I can keep talking.
You got 3 minutes left.
Oh my God. Okay.
Keep talking, girl. Keep talking.
Okay. I know that people, when I talk about cases, I talk a lot about innocence cases, because it turns out that innocence is the issue that has changed people's opinion, right? Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
She's coughing. I'm making her.
And of course, not everybody on death row has cases of innocence, but there are more than you think. And the statistic used to be for every 8 people executed, my sore throat is going to act
Sore
up.
throat?
I'm not a sore throat, a cough, and I don't know why.
I was about to
No, I feel fine. It's that I keep having these coughing attacks. They used to say for every 8 executions, 1 person was found innocent. And I've been corrected, and now it's 7.
Well, according to AI, it's 1 in 9.
One, Amnesty International?
No, AI.
Who's AI? Oh, forget that.
No, it's very accurate, actually. I use it all.
I'd prefer to believe Robert Dunham, who used to be head of the Death Penalty Information Center. I think he knows more about the death penalty than a lot of us. Anyway, my point is, that there's an astonishing number of people that are exonerated and taken off death row. 200, half of which are African American.
201 now.
Who just got off?
I'm not sure. I didn't write it.
Okay. Well, then almost half, unless he's African American. It would be more than half. But it just shows how racist the death penalty is. So, hope to see y'all tomorrow at Shape Center at 4 o'clock to sign some birthday cards and send notes to Mumia and Leonard Peltier for his 81st birthday. And I want to say hello to Mumia on death row. In prison, at Mahanoy Prison in Pennsylvania. And also, oh God, my head just went blank. Never mind. The other activist that's so wonderful in Pennsylvania is prison sister, Arroyo. Okay, never mind. I'm almost 80. I forget stuff. That's it. Bye.
Thank you, Gloria. All right, let's get to Mr. the Encourager, Danny Sneed. Hey, how you doing?
Am I queued up?
You are
Can you
queued
hear
up.
me?
No, I can't.
But I can.
Well,
Go ahead.
okay. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Danny Sneed. I am a U.S. Army veteran. I went in the military out of high school. Recruiter came in, and I thought I wanted to go play football. Texas High football from Texarkana, Texas. And, man, this recruiter, when he came in, man, it's like the dude had seen my playbook of dreams. Talked about all travel and the opportunities that the Army offered. And, man, I was sold, man. And that was in 1982. And the recruiter even gave me an incentive. He said, Dan, if you find 3 people to go into the military with you, you can go in as the E2 and be making more money. And you get a little strike. And, man, you just don't know what it meant to be in basic training. And you had that little mosquito wing on your little collar, and everybody else's collar was butt naked. Man, I felt so proud. You would have thought that little mosquito wing was a 5-star general. Walked around with my chest stuck out. I was a squad leader. And first duty station was Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Fort Lost in the Wood. Now, I know somebody listening on this call, one of you veterans was at Fort Leonard Wood. And, man, Fort Leonard Wood was an adventure. And I can't say I had fun, but, basic training is basic training. But moving past basic training and going to AIT at Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Benjamin Harris, Indiana, my MOS was 71 Delta. I was a legal clerk, so I worked in JAG. And so most of my duties were in headquarters units. I think I went from there to first duty station was Presidio, San Francisco. Second duty station was Fort Lewis, Washington. From there, I went to Korea, 1st, 31st Mechanized Infantry on a place called Camp House, about 21 miles from the DMZ. And, man, you already know Korea is a life-changing experience. I didn't become patriotic until I went to Korea, because when I was in Korea, it gave me an opportunity for the first time in my life to see life outside of the United States. And boy, was it an eye-opener. It made me realize that I had taken for granted a lot of the liberties and amenities and things we have here in the United States. And moving forward, as I began to transition out of the military after 4 years, I began to run into some issues. And how I handled them was really not the right way to handle them. But you got to realize when you come out the military, they give you a bunch of brochures and stuff. They don't really give you a direct route into what you need to do when you get out. So when I got out, I never went to the VA. And all the issues I was dealing with from separation from the military, going through a divorce, had 2 kids, I began to look for ways to cope with all the stress of coming out of the military. And one thing, I instead of going to the VA for help, I went to my homeboy, Ray Ray. And Ray Ray wasn't a doctor, and I wasn't a patient. But me and Ray Ray worked it out to where Ray Ray was basically just a drug dealer. And basically, I started self-medicating. And if anybody, I guess not any, but most of us that ends up in the criminal justice system, some of the underlying conditions that put veterans in the criminal justice system is either alcohol or drugs. It's very rare that you see a veteran that's in prison. When you look upon his hood, you're going to see some mental health or you're going to see some substance abuse. For me, both. Both of those issues. But here's the good news. The good news, after trying to figure out how to control and control my substance abuse problem, I started that journey in 1988. I wouldn't complete that journey and find sobriety until 2008. So from 1988 to 2008, I struggled up and down the ladder of addiction, substance abuse, and 3 trips to prison that accumulated 15 years in TDC. I gave you my duty stations in the military, but let me give you my duty stations in TDC. Beto Warren, Clemens, Vernon Hill, McConnell, Garza East, Garza West, Joe Nade. I went through Kyle. Now, Kyle changed my life. I went to Kyle, the therapeutic community. To Beto, Garza. Yeah. And, the crazy thing about the first time when I went to prison, it should have been an eye-opener. But, man, when they put me on Beto Warren, I was on G-Wang. And, man, when I went on the block, man, them dudes were playing Monopoly. I said, they playing Monopoly? Man, I got next. So my first experience in prison on the South Side, G-Wang, on Beto Warren, it wasn't a traumatic experience being in prison. And, us as veterans, we've already been conditioned to live and going to child, and the structure of TDC really is not as challenging for a veteran as it is for somebody that's never been in the military. How am I doing on time?
I think.
Can I get a time check?
Oh, yeah. You got plenty of time.
Okay, good. So I'm on Beto Warren. I'm young. And I want to touch everything on Beto. Man, I'm in my 20s, and I used to tell those guys, man, I'm fit to fight. I said, man, you don't want drama because I'm trained by the U.S. government. That was my thing, my moniker. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have some gloves in my back pocket, and I'll call y'all to the square in a minute. It wasn't I like to fight, and I wasn't aggressive when I was there, but, man, don't bring it. I'm from a small town, Texarkana, Texas. I'm not going to be bullied from you guys from Dallas and Houston. Y'all flexing. I'm from Dallas. I'm from Houston. Well, I'm from Texarkana, Texas. What that mean? And I had this kind of chip on my shoulder because I was from a small town. So I didn't look for trouble, but I was always had a chip on my shoulder. And as soon as somebody hurt my feelings, first thing I would do is say, catch the square. That was my thing, catch the square. And, so I went through that, ended up on close custody U-Wang. I had to have the time to tell you about the fight I had on U-Wang on close custody. Ooh-wee, man. Man, I won the fight, but my jaw wasn't right for about 3 weeks. I couldn't eat nothing but ramen noodles, and I had to suck them through a straw. But let me get on the other side of how what happened to me got better. Once I got through all these 3 stints in prison, the last stint of prison was from 2005 to 2008. I got an FI-5, so I had to go to Cal unit. And it's a therapeutic community where they do pull-ups and encounters and all these things. Man, I finally found the answer I was looking for my whole journey in substance abuse. I always wish they would come up with like a drug or something that you pill or something that keep you from relapsing. But what I found in Kyle was some information that I had never heard or never had applied. It said, Danny, your problem is not drugs and alcohol. Your problem is in the way you think. It was life-changing. And from that moment on, that concept, that affirmation, that belief, I adopted it, and I look at a different approach for substance abuse. Instead of saying I got to get out and don't drink and don't smoke, I said, man, if it's thinking my problem, I can't wait till I get out to change my thinking. I got to start changing my thinking while I'm still in the cell. So I started looking at changing my thinking patterns and looking at my life deeper while I was in prison. I had this one little thing, because there's a spiritual side to this, and I'm going to give you the spiritual side to my transformation. And I'm going to put this in here right quick. This year is my 20th year in recovery, 20 years. And somebody needs to be banging on the bars right now and say, hey, y'all, Sneed got 20 years of recovery. I remember Sneed when he was down here. Y'all remember Sneed? Man, he was out the chain when he was down here. Man, Sneed out there doing good, man, because I am. And it's a daily grind. It's a gated process. But, yes. But here's the simple prayer I had. And, dude, if you ain't write this down somewhere, you can't put it on a sticker on your refrigerator because you don't have a refrigerator. But if you had a refrigerator, this is something you would put a sticker on. So you may need to put it on your hot pot. Tape it on your hot pot. Yeah, take this on your hot pot. Here it comes. Dear God, I don't want to get out of prison. I want to stay out of prison. Amen. Just keep it simple. And you focus on it and you look at that. And you tell yourself again. And you tell the person you're drinking coffee with. And you tell the person on the rec yard that you're working out with. And you write it in the letters when you write home. To your mom, to your auntie, to your uncle, anybody that's supporting you. And you tell them, I have a new way of looking at this thing. I don't want to get out of prison. I want to stay out of prison. What good would it do me to get out of prison and I ain't got my stuff together just to have to come back and do this all again? It'll better for me to be down here. That's what this FI, I'm coming up for parole and all this. Because let me tell you, the hard part is the best part. And what I mean by the hard part is the best part, it's the hard part that made me want to do something different. As long as things was going my way and I had some type of success, it wasn't motivating me to change the way I think. Even if I was clean and sober, you know, they say you can still think and act like a dope fiend even when you're not drinking and drugging, making dope fiend moves, living by a dope fiend belief system or criminal thinking. Some of the things I've seen, I can tell my time is long. I want you guys to hear this. When you come out and if you parole in Harris County and you're a veteran, you don't even have to worry about if you're going to succeed, if you're going to get opportunity. This is what you need to worry about. You're going to get opportunity. You're going to succeed. What you need to focus on is how are you going to handle that success when you get out of here? You're going to succeed. You're going to be great. But you got to have a plan to deal with greatness and success when you touch down in Houston because you're set up to win. But winning is the challenge. It's not the goal. You are already a winner. They got veterans set up to win out here. But the veterans that are struggling is not because they're not getting opportunity. It's because what they're doing once they get the opportunity. Focus on those things. Remember, it's the success I need to start planning for, not wondering if I'm going to get it when I'm going to get out. Housing, jobs, they're all set up in here in Houston for veterans to go straight to the front line. So, you know, you can stop worried about that. Again, focus on how you're going to handle the success. My name is Danny Sneed. I'm the veteran reporter. I have been out since 2008, paroled here in Houston with a monitor on my leg, stayed on the monitor for 18 months, but never relapsed. Work at the VA hospital as a veteran care specialist. Got a job at the government. I don't know how they did that. They slipped up on that one. They slipped up. They still may find out that they messed up on that one. But until then, I'm going to keep showing up, telling my story and using the opportunity that was given to me and the grace that was extended to me. I love you guys, man. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent. And remember, put that on your hot pot. Dear Lord, I don't want to get out of prison. I want to stay out of prison. I'm out.
Thank you, Mr. Encourager, or the Encourager. Did he already hang up?
God bless. No, yeah, God bless, guys.
God bless you.
Love
too.
you, David.
Love you
Love
too,
you,
brother.
David.
Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
All right. And now it's time for our segment. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. Across TDCJ, there have been 18 deaths this month alone. So far, that was on the website, according to the Attorney General's site. It is only September the 12th, y'all. Between January 1st and August the 28th, there were 36 suicides within TDCJ, 6 at the Telford unit alone. Right now, currently, there are 3 scheduled executions in Texas, 11 total for the United States, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. There have been 30 executions in the United States this year, with 4 in Texas. Florida has had 11 men executed, more than any other state. Like my friend Leroy started and T added, no voice is too small, so pick up the phone and make that call to the AG, the governor, state reps, and all. Be for us that soldier standing on the wall, dedicated to duty, never dropping the ball. Remember to call, everyone. Death Penalty Action has petitions on their website, so make sure you go to their website, deathpenaltyaction.org.
You want the governor's phone number?
Yes, Gloria.
512-4...
Get in the mic.
512-463-2000.
All right. The next executions in Texas are Blaine Milam. He is scheduled for September the 25th and is out of Rusk County. Robert Roberson is scheduled for October the 16th and is out of Anderson County. And Charles Thompson is scheduled for January the 28th, 2026, and is out of Harris County. And remember, you can call the DAs out of those counties too. Even though Mayo is gone, I will continue to use his words in honor of him. Here is the news you can use. Did you know that, and it's odd that Gloria was talking about this, because I had this down. Did you know that since 1973, 201 men and women have been exonerated from death row across the United States? 18 of those men have been from Texas. Since 1973, 1,637 executions have taken place, with 18 of those being women, 595 in Texas. 6 of those were women. And that was according to the DPIC, Death Penalty Information Center. Then, of course, I took that and I plugged in 1,637 and the 201 exonerations. And according to AI, there was roughly 1 in 9 death row sentences that involved innocence. So that's where I got that number from. Cedric Ricks, you are still scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on September the 29th, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Rodney Reed, you are also scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on September the 29th, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Edward Busby, the Supreme Court approved an extension for the state to file a response until October the 8th. This is the second time extension for the state. Willie Jenkins, the state requested an extension on September the 11th to reply at the Supreme Court. Charles Thompson, as I stated earlier, you were given a date of January the 28th on September 11th. Franklin Davis, on September 2nd, you filed an objection to the findings and recommendations to the magistrate judge's order. On September the 5th, Judge Boyle denied a COA and denied your original petition, proposed amended petition, and motion for leave to amend all of them at the district court. Brian Suniga, on September the 2nd, Judge Hendricks denied all relief requested in your amended federal habeas petition. All of your claims against the state are dismissed with prejudice. Blame Milam. As you know, my friend, you have stuff going on in every single court. Fingers crossed. Irving Davis, your brief was filed at the Fifth Circuit on September the 4th. On September 11th, amicus curiae briefs were filed by the Innocence Project of Texas, the Freedom from Religion Foundation, and Religious Studies Scholars, all at the Fifth Circuit. You also filed a proposed subsequent brief. Kimberly Cargill, on September the 4th, Judge Schroeder denied your motion to alter judgment at the district court. George Curry, on September the 5th, you filed a motion for discovery at the district court. Gabriel Hall, on September 5th, you filed your petition for writ of habeas corpus, along with some sealed exhibits at the district court. Everyone knows I hate those seals. I can't get to them. Dexter Johnson, on September the 5th, the state filed a petition for rehearing en banc at the Fifth Circuit. Of course, the state filed a petition. Then on September 8th, the court issued a directive requesting your response to that request. So right now, the judge is the Fifth Circuit's waiting on your response to their request. DeMontrell Miller, on September the 7th, you filed a brief, which is the reply in support of amended petition for writ of habeas corpus at the district court. Carlos Ayestas, on September the 8th, the Fifth Circuit denied your motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction in the DA's part. And Linda.
Yes. I've got a beautiful poem here, Danny. It's about me, and since I've been feeling so bad, I'm going to read it. It's from Travis Fletcher. There is this woman I know. She has a beautiful soul. She has a beautiful smile that lights up her face. She has a beautiful spirit that brightens the gloom in the darkest place. She is courageous and loving. She cares so deeply. It is an honor for my name to be spoken by her weekly. For her, I desire to be a better man. Because of her love sacrifices, I know I can. Motivation and inspiration, they appear in many forms. Sometimes they are extraordinary and outside of the norm. This is not one of the times, so to this woman I know, this is one of those times, so to this woman I know, understand from deep down in South Florida to Texas and back all through Virginia. I want everyone to know the gratitude, appreciation, love, and blessed thoughts I have. It's for the beautiful, incredible, blessed Mom Linda. I love you, Mama Linda. I do.
That was very nice.
It is. I'm choking up because I've had COVID, and so I'm better now. I mean, I'm well now. I'm not contagious anymore, but I'm still pretty clogged up.
All right. And what else was I going to? I had something else, and I think I left it in my car. I was joking because I left a bunch of stuff in my car. I've been leaving my red notebook in the car the past 3 weeks. This is the third week. And as you can see, David allowed me to be in the studio this week, not in the control room, doing the board. I think that he's saying because we had somebody just walked in.
That's Wally James.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it caught me off guard.
Hey.
So anyway, apparently, well, I guess we're going to pursue it next week with the board again, right, David?
Yep. Until you feel confident, you got it down pat.
Okay. And then it's going to be Linda's turn to get trained.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
And I'm going to be hard to train, I think.
Why?
I don't know. Because I'm not real smart.
You were a geologist, were you not?
Right, I was, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I still am, but I'm not working anymore. I'm retired.
Doesn't it take intelligence to be a geologist?
Yeah, it does.
Well, I have confidence in you.
Okay.
I mean, it may take you a time or two to get it all down pat. You may have to make some notes, or you may even have to put sticky notes on the board. I mean, it's
Yeah,
up to you. I mean,
I can do it. I'm sure I can.
I've only trained one other person, and they did it well. And Danny's done it. I understand that the station wants you to train their way, but this is our show, and I'd rather y'all train our way. I can show you extra things, but I can show you how.
All right, and now I remembered what it was. I didn't leave this in the car. I thought I did. So, everyone on death row sent me a letter, and at first I was a little taken back that he thought that Linda and I were groupies.
Groupies. What kind of groupie?
But he, I, on in
Yeah.
TDC. So that you and I aren't. But for you, I'm like,
Really?
dude, you just wrote.
That's not Gloria sitting there.
I love
No,
you,
it's
Randy.
not
I
liking
miss
that
you.
much. You're
I
watching
can't
a
wait to
portion.
see you
Hey,
again.
hey, David, you're on the air.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, David. You see, I wasn't.
So Randy's in Dallas County right now?
Randy is in Dallas County waiting for his. And he doesn't know when that will be. I guess it's coming up, but he wanted to. He said to give his love to Perry Williams, Pac-Man. Apparently, you're in there talking good about. He said, Pac-Man, you were that I was not a groupie, and I appreciate that, Pac-Man, very much. Then now he understands that we're focused on helping other people, and yeah, Randy, we appreciate that.
Let me know when your hearing is. 'Cause it's away from the Dallas County right now, from the where they have the hearings, so I can go to it. I've gone to many of them there. Was with Franklin Davis for a week there, and I don't mind traveling. It's just like I said, 45 minutes from my door to that door.
Yeah, so that's definitely let her know,
Yes.
and she will go out there, and then we could have firsthand knowledge, not that has a firewall
Yes.
that we can't get to, and for everyone that you have to pay, so it's a pay, and so you have to pay to read it, and that's we don't like that. Just like documents in the court system, we also do not like those paywalls.
Yes.
So
I have a subscription to the Chronicle, and whenever I share them, I usually share them as a gift, so that way everybody can actually read it.
yeah, my ex-husband lets me mooch off of his Houston Chronicle. The only problem, Dallas, what is the Dallas Press or
Dallas Morning News.
Yeah, they put out a lot of articles, and they do have paywall. So, and I don't. If anyone has a subscription, they want to share it with us, so we can get the verbiage and we can put it out there for people to read. That would be great. Free, of course. They ask for sponsorship, but it is free. The Texas Observer is too. So all those newspapers are free. However,
I have the Palestine Herald. I have a subscription of that so I can keep up with Robert Robertson.
oh, what is it?
Palestine Herald.
Herald. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've been putting out a lot of articles about you, Robert.
Yes. You're the talk of the town I live in too, Robert.
Yeah, everybody's talking about you. And,
Yes.
and I have the thing for you, Linda. Don't forget
What the?
what you asked me to print for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that before because I didn't mention. Yeah.
Chuck Thompson told me to tell
Pennsylvania
you thank you
can
for going
hear.
to his hearing yesterday.
Oh,
He saw you in the courtroom, he said.
really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. But what was the outcome, though? Why did they have a hearing if they'd already set a date?
For the judge to sign the paperwork.
Oh, well, la-di-da.
And for the judge to deny his attorney's request for like a 90-day stay.
That's it.
Well, thank you for going, Gloria. Can always depend on Gloria.
Yep.
I'm not a groupie.
You're not a Gloria's not a groupie either.
I'm glad no, I'm not either.
Are you?
Oh, am I through? Okay.
We're live again.
We're live again.
Yep. So we were live. I can see it right there. He's giving me the finger, but we're doing it. We're actually doing it. All right. I'm going to play a break song.
Okay, go ahead.
It's all recorded.
Come inside, take a seat. Long last we finally meet. Know that you heard my name. I'm your guide through prison. It's a big boy game. Always sleep with one eye open, or you wake up bleeding and broken. You be told when to eat, shower, and locked away another 23 hours. Seasons change from hot to cold. Sense to life, I want you grow. Juvenile Alta County Jail. Greetings, my friend, of your prison cell. This old cage is your fate. Cold and lonely, there is no escape. Give your soul. Listen to me, trust no one in this penitentiary. Walls of the steps surround your head. Are you alive or already dead? Know you're committing horrible crimes. Let's be honest while you're doing time. Seasons change from hot to cold. Sense to life, I want you grow. Juvenile Alta County Jail. Greetings, my friend, I'm your prison cell. I got some things that I have to say. See you beaten and raped every night and day. It's dark in here, called the solitary hole. The only light is from a distant glow. Most inmates grew up hurt and abused, hide their pain with prison tattoos. Strength to survive they will have to find behind the prison walls until they die. Seasons change from hot to cold. Sense to life, I want you grow. Juvenile Alta County Jail. Greetings, my friend, I'm your prison cell.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
All right, and we are back on for shout outs. And the number here is 713-526-5738. Option number 2 to leave a shout out. All right, let's get to Eva Maria.
Good evening, everybody. This is Eva Maria from Germany again. I would like to greet everyone, especially those who may still be under lockdown, and especially my pen friend Rodolfo Medrano and everyone on Polanski unit. Tonight I've got the blessing of Aaron for you. I have just read that it is a common blessing in Jewish services as well as in Protestant services and in the Catholic Mass. It's one of the oldest parts of the Bible, and I really love this text. May God bless you and watch over you. May God shine his face toward you and show you favor. May God look on you with favor and grant you peace. Good night. Have a blessed weekend. Eva Maria.
All right, I was trying. You can always tell when Gloria's here. Sorry about that. All right, let's get to Italian Smile.
Hey T, I hope you're okay. This week was way better than the other, and I'm so glad. I can't stop smiling. Ride or die? Okay, I'm in. Hugs and kisses from your shotgun rider. Thank you, Prison Show, for making this happen.
Ooh, kisses.
Wow.
I know. All right, did you want to leave a shout out, Gloria?
Well, I guess I can. I was telling David, by the time they don't see this live on their tablet.
No.
So some of them I've already talked to, but by the time, they get to see it on the tablet. But I want to give a shout out to all of the women on death row. Erica, I got a notice today from your daughter who's pregnant with her list of baby things. So I got to figure out what I can afford to buy for her. Anyway, Erica, I hope you're doing well. Brittany.
We should have a baby shower for her.
For Erica's daughter?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's actually living with Pam Perollo right now.
Let's all go to Pam's.
That's an idea. Okay, I'm going to ask Pam. Now I lost my train of thought. Brittany. I found out that the week of January 19th is when your in bonk hearing is going to be held. The exact date that week hasn't been announced yet, but I was told it probably the first part of December they would give a specific date. But there's already 5 of us that are ready to go to New Orleans. Me and Pam and Lee and Sister Mama Sonia and James. Yeah, 5 of us are going to go squeeze in my car and take off to New Orleans. And Melissa, hello. I don't know why you're still there.
Oh, no one does.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
That, to me, is wrong.
Yeah, every Wednesday at 9:01, I pull it up every Wednesday.
So, are they just mean?
Well, I think we've established that they are indeed mean. This is ridiculous.
It's been, what, 3 years? The judge, the DA, everybody says you should go home. Anyway, sending you love, Melissa. Nanan Williams on the Ramsey unit. I hope you're doing well. I think of you every day. You can see these 2 rings I've got on that are blue. Nanan made both of them.
Oh, I love that one.
I love both of them. And I love you, Nanan. So I hope things are going well with you and your wife. And one of these days, I want to see you out here. And I heard it may be happening soon. So I guess things are progressing on your case of innocence. And gosh, if I start naming people on death row, I'm going to leave somebody off. But Spider, I will see you at 12:30 Tuesday. Willie T, I will see you at 2:45. Jeff Wood, Jesus. He left to go to John Seeley, and he came back and like property's gone.
That's been happening across TDC. It's ridiculous.
It is. So I'm going to have to send you Caleb's information again so you can put it on your visitation list along with mine. I was wondering why nothing had happened. But that's TDC. And I've got too many friends on death row, and I wasn't planning to stay here. So just hello to everybody, and y'all hang in there.
Yes, hang in there.
Now, let me say a few words, if you don't mind, Miss Gloria.
Yeah, sure.
Whenever I was down, I didn't have anybody that particularly shouted out to me. But I would listen to the show, and especially whenever you came on, I would listen to you, and you became my hero. Now, you don't understand how many men write me, and they always mention Miss Gloria. And you're a big part of the prison show. And all these guys and gals out there, they're always wanting to hear from you and what's going on. So whenever you shout out to the guys that you do communicate, even though you communicate with them outside of the prison show, they keep tabs on that. And they look forward to you coming on and making you shout outs also.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, then.
I mean, it's just a big part of the show. It's just like the young ladies that used to sing You Are My Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't sing
girls.
those songs to me, but whenever I was laying up in that bunk with them headphones on and the lights were off, I would listen to their music, and I watched them young ladies grow up. And,
yeah.
And they became a big part of my life. And I could name all the callers that would call in. And we've got a fella out there that's listening. His name's Travis Fletcher. And Travis Fletcher can tell you everything about this show. And every time he shouts out to us, and he'll write us a letter, and he'll say, tell Mama Linda and tell Danny, hey, boo, and then talk about Miss Gloria. I mean, you're just a big part of everybody's life. It's not just Spider and all the guys that you write. But you know, we get many other states.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe you need to start making more friends, making more shout-outs.
I will. I don't know why when you said you would hear me on the prison show, I don't know what I was saying that was so fascinating that you remembered me.
Well, whenever I first started listening to the prison show, I was amazed that anybody really cared. I always thought I was lost and nobody cared, and I could probably be lost in the system because nobody cared. But then I'd hear Ray come on and talk about how much he loved us, and I'd hear you come on, and you knew everything about all these guys on death row, and you were out there campaigning for their freedom and calling everybody murderers and all this stuff. And I mean, that's what we wanted, somebody that would actually, I don't want to curse about it, but someone who would actually give a damn.
Well,
and, you gave a damn.
I do give a big damn.
Yeah, and then the death row angels, they give a big damn. And so all these people, you're our heroes.
Wow.
Because you actually care and you're actually trying to change the system.
Okay. I'm going to write the FBI and tell them to put that in my file.
Your file's getting thick there, Gloria.
Oh, I know.
Do you remember giving me a birthday present whenever I first got out of prison this last time?
Me?
Yeah, you gave me a baseball book.
Oh.
And I still got that book.
Oh, my gosh. Which book did I give you?
It was about the Astros because that's what we have in common. We're both Astros fans.
Man, they kicked butt tonight in Atlanta.
Yeah, but they didn't do so good the other night.
I know. But I'm just hoping Seattle loses tonight. Yeah, I'm not sure the final, but it was 13-1.
Ew,
Yeah.
that number.
Yeah, but the other night it was like 0-8. Hey, some nights you have those nights, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I still have that book you gave me. That was one of the biggest deals because I wasn't a producer. I wasn't even Anthony Graves' understudy at the time. You know, I was just coming back and forth, still bringing Diet Dr. Peppers or hoping I could do a news segment. And,
Wow.
And
Yeah,
you
Anthony
cared so
was a
much to give me
big
that book.
baseball fan. When he was locked up, he listened to all the games.
Doesn't he still go to the games every now and then?
I don't know.
I've seen pictures of him where he's at the games. So.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I think we all still like baseball. I mean, I was amazed the other day that I walked away whenever they were losing. I should have stayed just as much of a fan, but I couldn't watch anymore.
Well, they're still hanging in there, so don't give up.
No, I didn't give up. I just went home where I was at watching the show. I couldn't watch it no more.
Well, my password on a bunch of things is Astros World Series 2025.
Oh, did you hear that, hackers?
I know. Damn, Gloria. Put your password out there.
Well, okay. Don't be using my password.
No.
You think they're really going to listen?
Everybody's going to go, don't use it. Go home and change it.
Okay. I'll go add an exclamation point.
Oh, my God.
Y'all didn't hear that.
No.
Well, I'm going to take off. There's a strategic meeting from noon to 4 tomorrow in Brooklyn for Mumia, and it's also going to be virtual. And so I got things to do before that meeting tomorrow.
Well, you have a great meeting.
Okay.
And be careful.
All right.
Be
Thanks.
careful.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for coming. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I need to make lots of noise so you know I'm here.
That's the best part.
So earlier this afternoon, I had a phone call from Ann Staggs. Do you guys remember Ann Staggs? Ann used to answer the phones. For years and years and years, she answered the phones. And Ann married Doc. And I don't know if everybody remembers the story, but Ann was a nurse that worked in TDC. And she met an incarcerated individual and fell in love with him. And they got married, and she lost her job. And she stuck beside of him, and they did marital seminars and all kinds of stuff. And so long story short, we had a caller for years that called in. Her name was Judy, and we called her Judy from Kansas. And her incarcerated individual, her loved one was, his name was Ed, I believe. And Ed called Ann today, and Miss Judy from Kansas has passed away.
Aw.
So some of y'all that have been here for years and years and years, and you remember Miss Judy, yeah, she passed away. So just keep her family in your thoughts. Send some vibes over that way, or pray for them, ever how you want to do it. And thought I'd make that announcement. I was trying to get Ann to call in and do it, but she says she don't really remember anybody anymore, and she's planning on coming to the show. Isn't that right, Miss Linda? Was she talking to you about that? She's planning on coming actually down and visiting us. So.
Oh, really? When?
Nothing definite at the moment. Her and Linda are talking about it, and her and I talked about it earlier. She said she didn't even know where we were, and so I gave her the address. You know, a lot has changed. I think the last time we saw Ann was whenever Ray did that anniversary thing. You remember that? And the girls were there, and I mean, we were over at Lovett, and the whole building was full of people. That was cool. That used to be on the prison show. And everybody brought a dish. Yeah, we had dinner. Everybody brought a dish. Were you there, Danny?
I know I was not. I don't remember it if I was.
David Babb was there. Ray was there. I mean, it was just... You got to turn your mic on. You're like Gloria. You talk into the air and think everybody's going to hear you.
Well, they do hear Gloria.
Well, they can't help but hear Gloria, but poor Miss Linda back over here, I just turned her mic on, so I don't know. I need to turn it off now. She's getting a phone call. So anyway, I was texting folks to let them know we had empty lines over here. You want to do Caitlin?
Yeah, let's do...
Or Jonathan. I got Jonathan.
Let's do Jonathan.
All right.
Hey, man, it's your boy Jonathan Lewis, a.k.a. Sambo, man. Hey, man, let's go out to all you inmates out there, man. All you convicts locked up behind them bars, man. just always remember, man, God got y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard it may get, how lonely it may get, God is always on your side, man. You can always talk to him, man. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage all y'all, keep y'all head up, get in touch with God, man, and do what you got to do to get home to your family, man. And stay out, stay free, man. It's lovely out here. God bless y'all.
How's that for bass?
Man. I was like, that's a deep voice.
Yeah. And he's I think he's over in our chat line.
You mean on
Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Or he was a little while ago.
You know, they've changed Facebook, the groups, like in Brittany's group.
Right.
They're cutting out the side group chat on Messenger.
Yeah, the little chats.
Ooh, Lord, that's man. They're trying to start a new thing, and I couldn't get mine to work. It wasn't allowing me to. Something about my settings, but I was also trying to work, so it was a little hectic. But Brittany just started a whole new chat just because I couldn't get in. She's so awesome. Thank you, Brittany.
So what kind of chat is it? Is it just a messenger where they add everybody to it, or what?
It is, but we do like call to actions. Like if,
yeah, well, I was in that group, and I know that they're fixing to end those.
Yeah.
It's not just with Brittany's group, though. It's with everybody's.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're ending everyone's. And so we're trying to get ahead of it. And she started, and in case I think people have heard me talk about it before, but a call to action is very important. Like, for instance, when Blaine Milam, when his tablet broke, I asked everyone to get on and start emailing Securus, the warden, everyone, assistant warden, the major, I had all these people emailing a ton at Polonsky. So they brought Blaine a new tablet and said, hey, can you ask people to stop emailing us that you got your tablet? So the call to actions really, really work. Obviously Blaine has an execution date, so we wanted to, call to actions don't really, that's not what they're used for, but it's for major issues like water, a health issue that's not being addressed. There's so many things that we get on and we start calling. I know one unit, McConnell, I call that unit all the time. That is one jacked up unit. That's there's always something there. But anyway, those chats are very important. So now we have a new one that started that's got a little red phone at the bottom. So anytime there's a call to action, Brittany's going to throw up that red phone and we're going to know, hey, everybody, let's go.
Yeah, it won't let me join the new community.
Yeah, it won't let me either. So I'm thinking Brittany just started just a messenger group thing.
Oh, well, I guess I missed that then.
Yeah, I told her not to invite you.
I see how you I mean, I see one that's call to action. I'm already a part of that one. It's got the red phone. Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh, no.
I got a general chat, I got an advocate organization tip, and then I got a call to action.
Yeah, those are going away. This is just a
messenger
group.
Like
yeah.
I got between me, you, and Linda?
Yes. It's just a whole bunch of people are in it.
Well, I'm going to go home and kick and scream and cry then.
Okay.
I'm sure I send Brittany a message, she'll add me.
Oh, I'm sure she did it.
She has to invite you.
Yeah, she'll just add you.
Yeah.
That's what she did me.
I was on all the other groups. I used to comment and see you guys and share things.
Yeah, it's Brittany is so awesome.
You were like an admin though, right?
Yeah, I'm one of the admin. Well, I was. Well, I'm an admin over the group. I was over the chat too. But.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure about the messenger, how that works. Whoever starts it, I think, is the admin.
Yeah. So that would be Brittany.
Yep. Do we have who was calling a while ago, Miss Linda?
They just kept hanging up, and I answered it. They just hung up on me like 3 times.
Okay, so you want to get to Caitlin?
Miss Caitlin, here we come.
Here we come.
We did Jonathan. He was the base.
Yeah, though. Ooh.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza and Plonsky. Hola Beto, how are you? I hope that you're in good health and that you are smiling. I'm just home from work, not that long in, and I'm sitting here with Daytona, and I am giving her belly rubs and cuddles. I'm back in work tomorrow. So yeah, and I'm also working Saturday and Sunday. I hardly know what day it is at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go up to Elaine on Sunday and have a chat and to see her and the Milo, and oh yeah, Alice also had a baby girl. Yeah, little Lola. So yeah, all good there. Yeah, the weather here is just crazy. It's like raining and sun, but yeah, you can kind of beginning to feel the fall air coming in. Other than that, yeah, things are good. Please know that I'm saying prayers for you, and I also want to give a shout out to the other guys, Eric, Mark, Blaine, Will, Debo, and Rudy. Hope you all are doing good, and saying prayers for you all too. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the prison show, a big thank you for making this happen.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin. We love her. Miss Linda, do you want to do your shout outs?
Okay, I want to say hello to Joe Laws, Jason Walker, Joe Chilagola, Antonio Anguino, Antonio Gilbreth, Jamal J. Fisher, Chris Carnwell, Xavier Davis, Jason Walker, Jose Chicola, Antonio Gilbreth. Well, I've got y'all in here twice here. Okay, David Duran, Tyrone Williams, Raymond Becerra, Jack Carter, Edward Holland, Eric Pleasant, Ray Freeney, Sean Glatz, Curtis Allen, Juan Cervantes, Cody Lloyd Washington, Devin Wynn, Arancio Gonzalez in California, Trinity Morton, Frederico Hoban in Indiana, Dean Deal, Joshua Lyell in Maryland, Alex Howard, Jimmy Harris, Terrell Rogers, Juan Segura in Oklahoma, Christopher Queenberry. They can't hear me?
She's having technical difficulties out of her mic over there. Could you even hear?
I could barely hear her, but I just didn't.
I only had a couple of green lines on the board. I stopped her, told her to come over here and do it on the other mic.
They cut me off, huh?
Yeah, cut you off. I'm surprised White Wolf didn't call and tell us.
Right.
I know. Where are you?
Travis Fletcher, Ken Decker, Jeff McClendon, Alfred Mitchell, Jeremiah Rodriguez, Tyler Adams, Chris Foster, Victor Loya, Reginald Matthews, Gregory Allen, Curtis Robertson, Midget Titan, Paper Cup, William Owen Sr., Stephen Curry, Charles Thompson, Talon Carter, Dennis Price, Robert Robertson, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, Gary Green, Franklin Davis, Jaime Cole, Blaine Milam, Paul DeVoe, Marcus Drury, Pete Russell, Will Spear, Britt Bukowski, Christopher Turner, Larry Hatton, Bill Sims, Iron Thunderhorse. Iron Thunderhorse, I got your letter today, and I'm anxious to see where you're going. David Wood, Walter Sorto, Joel White, Lovey Smith, Vincent Ortiz, Stacy Howard, Frederick Young, Reginald Matthews, Chris Foster, Robert Southback, Coy Simpson Whiskey, Daniel Anderson, Marshall Smith, Brandon Savage, and Alex Howard, and Amanda Bolton. And Amanda wants me to let the parole people know that the girls need to have more parole than what they're getting. So I don't know if anybody from the parole board's listening, but Amanda Bolton wants y'all to change.
I think quite a few people.
Good night, guys.
I think quite a few people are having issues with the parole board. A lot of them, they are not being friend. Did I just get turned up?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with that little mic you got. I don't know either. I got you cranked all the way up.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I can hear you now.
Okay, maybe if I get really close. Anyway, what I was saying is the parole board has been that Jones, parole board member Jones. She's been on a deny streak for quite some time. So yeah, I mean it's bad. So it's not just it's the women and the men. It's everyone, everyone. All right, let's get to Kalyango.
Greetings to everyone on the prison show. It has been a while without sending my shout out. I have been dealing with a lot of things. But anyway, let me first take this opportunity to call upon each and every one of you to consider donating towards the prison show. Yeah. And I want to send my shout out to my brother Franklin Davis, Robinson Roberts, Marisa Lucio, Lasso, Peter Jr., Lid Rodri, Abraham Bonowit, Madame Danny, to my beautiful mom Linda, France, Peter, and my brother David. Much love and peace from Uganda. Before I end my shout out, I wanna call you to sign the extradition petition of Robinson Roberts so that he can get a stay, and also to support him financially. Bye bye, have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Kalyanga. You can find all petitions related to anybody on death row, including the federal death rows, at the deathpenaltyaction.org. But of course, we're posting all the petitions on the Prison Show's Facebook page. So we got petitions for Blaine Milam and Robert Roberson. And of course, I'm sure Charles Thompson will be getting a petition very soon. All right, let's get to Jason on line 1.
Annie, Mama Linda, and Cowboy Dave. It is good to be back with you again. All of us here, we are together again on the radio. So, starting out with my shout-outs. A new shout-out this evening than I've ever done before. Tonight's first shout-out goes out to the ladies of the Coleman unit. Just this last week, I had the opportunity, the privilege to meet with the ladies at the Coleman unit and the Empowering Women Out of Prison program, Go EWAP. It was a true blessing, and I was so encouraged by each of you and your business plans, and I'm excited for your future and all that you are working on and have in front of you. So keep up the good work, and I look forward to being a part of the next program at the Coleman unit and the EWAP. Next, out to my brothers, my good brothers at the Walls unit, the Mentor program. Hey guys, I look forward to seeing you again here next week, and you guys are Just always at the front of my prayers as I think of you first, because that's the first program I go to. And the next program I go to on that day is going to be to the Ferguson unit and my brothers at the trustee camp. Hey guys, we are working hard on putting together that class for you, me and the mentors, and we look forward to delivering that to you hopefully next month. Shout out as well to my brothers at the Ellis unit and the Kairos team. Hey guys, it's great to see you guys last month. Unfortunately, I won't make it this month. I'll be out of town, but I look forward to catching up with you guys again in October. Thank you to each of you. Many of you who have approached me and share just what my mentor moments mean to you. So I appreciate that. And so with that, I'll get right to that. And a lot of people ask me, what are these mentor moments all about? What is the background? And, basically what all I try to do is I try to think of something that will encourage you, that will lift your spirits, and that will maybe even challenge you. So here we are. It's September, and September marks the beginning of a new season. Yes, it's football season 2. I like to call it Burr season because it starts out, it's September, and then all the Burrs follow that the rest of the year. So for this edition of Your Mentor Moment, I'd like to talk to you about the seasons of transition. And when it's time to, let's say, using a football term, it's time to punt or time to pivot to that new season. So now we all know for everything there is a season. The only thing that stays the same is nothing. So for example, take a carton of milk, right? So on every carton of milk, there's an expiration date, right? Now, sure, you can drink that carton of milk after the expiration date at your own peril, or it might make you sick or something even worse. But it's the same as in relationships, partnerships, jobs. When that expiration date is up, there's nothing you can do to hang on to it. You have to let it go. So for everything, remember, there is a season. Don't look at the end of a season as defeat. Look at it as a fresh start, a new beginning. Whatever that new beginning or fresh start is, know that it's okay to say out with the old and in with the new. So as we continue on with September, is a new season, a new beginning. Keep hoping, keep believing, and keep your head up. Take care of yourself and take care of your neighbor too. Now remember my verse of the evening, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. And that comes from the good book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. And go ahead and read the rest of the verses in that chapter 3 as well. It will really encourage you. That is my mentor moment of the night. Thank you again, everyone, and I'll talk to you next time. Good night.
Thanks, Jason.
Bye-bye.
And for those of y'all that have heard the song, it's also by the Byrds. It's called Turn, Turn, Turn. Have you heard that, Danny?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They took the words straight out of Ecclesiastes.
All right. Let's get to Kiki.
Hey, this message is for Rodney Reed at the Plonsky unit. Hey, Rodney, it's Kiki. Just calling in to let you know I'm thinking of you and missing you already. We just got off the phone not too long ago. Just wanted to wish you a good night and let you know that I will be thinking of you tonight, tomorrow morning, until we talk at noon my time. And anyways, I hope you have a wonderful night, Rodney, and know I love you. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, David. Thank you, Linda. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening as well. And everybody out there who's listening, have a wonderful week. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiki.
She have wrestling going on in the background?
It sure sounded like it. Yeah, it sure sounded like it. All right. We have Mysterious Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout outs for the prison show. And now here are my shout outs. The guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout out for Philip Perez. Shout out for Matt Thomas, Ed Ruiz, Adam Wilkerson. Shout out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout out for Haas. Shout out for Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout out for Payday. Shout out for Oz. Shout out for Curtis Robertson. Shout out for Blaine Milam. Just drop me a letter, Blaine Milam, and send it to KPFT in care of David Collingsworth. Shout out for Jesse Cortez. Shout out for Bill R. Sims. Shout out for Raymond Lee Cart. Shout out for Clarence Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And you can continue to write to Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. The summer's winding down and cool weather's coming, maybe in December. And now back to the historic prison show on the Mighty 90 KPFT.
And it'll magically get to me if you send it to David Collingsworth, care of KPFT.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Send it to the prison show, 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, Texas, 77371.
You hesitated.
Yeah, because it's Shepherd America in my heart.
Yeah, it is. Shepherd America.
All over Shepherd, it's Shepherd America.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't believe it. All right. David. Oh, we have Stacy. I almost said, David, do you want to do your shout outs? But
yeah, let's get Stacy first.
Yeah.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black at Wainwright Unit. Hey, baby love, this is your wife kissing you our Friday night tuck-in. How's the day been for you? Boo, it's just been another day out here missing you. It's been a nice one here, 78 degrees. Not quite your fall weather. Yeah, moderate. I see it's still sweltering there where you are. Our girls and I are doing well. Both the girls are behaving. I'm doing good. I've heard from you, 2 of our E-notes, the 9th, 10th, and the 9th, 11th. No Snellies, though. Baby, it's that time. Stay hydrated. Remain healthy and safe. Stay focused and tough. I love you, Sporty. Mwah. Take care, sweetheart. Mwah.
Lots of kisses tonight.
And there is lots of kisses. Hey, David, let me do mine first.
Go ahead. Go right
I'm going to do mine first. All right. Farron Blaine. Hey, Blaine. Hey, Farron. Big Head. Randy Halprin. Big hey to you. Eddie at the Wainwright Unit. Joel White. Leroy. Rexalicious. Jay Van Story. Troy Glover. And CJ. Hey, CJ. And Lovey Denise Smith. I got your letter. I'm going to go check out that video that you're on. And when I snag that video, I am going to share it. I'm going to share it all around. And I'm going to drop you a line to get you on my new Securus. Y'all remember, if you want to stay on my Securus, drop me a line on my old one. I can still read them, and I'll just add you to my new one. The new one, which was approved by TDCJ, Brittany Scaines, over at the Office of Family Services. I just need to repeat that so everyone knows. So I will get you on my tablet. I'm on my tablet. I will get you on my Securus Levy. Gregory Bryant, Clemens Unit, Vicente Ortiz. Hey, I got your letter. Darren Hansen from the Styles Unit. All right, I got your letter. I also got Ken Whiteley, and this cute little envelope. That is, I was showing everyone that came in. Eddie Smith from Phoenix, Maryland. There, isn't that adorable? Oz loves it.
All the way from Maryland.
Drawing me some cute little, and he says, hi Hi there, you normal human. Normal human. I'm going to frame that. And
Did
no,
you shake your pink thing, Annie?
I don't have that but I got my blue pen and I'm going to shake it. It's not the same.
Yeah. Where's your pink thing?
It's in my notebook thing.
That thing's famous.
I know. And I keep forgetting it. Now, you see, this is the third. I think it's because I've been so stressed out about learning the board.
Oh, yeah. It's all my fault.
I think it is. No, I don't know what. I know why I forgot it tonight because Marlo actually interviewed me about Blaine. About how he's just so cute. I want to pinch his cheeks. He looks like a little boy. So, yeah, I gave up all the goods, Blaine, to Marlo. So,
You said that on the interview?
what?
That he's so cute you're going to pinch his cheeks? In that little baby voice?
No, that's how I talk to my cats, though. But no, I did not say. I told her prior to. But no, I didn't say that to. But I did say that he's one of the nicest, most genuine people that I know, and it's not surprising that he has an innocence claim because anyone who sits with him and just talks for a little while, you'll know. So that's all I have to say about that. And I think we have one Freddie on the line.
Woohoo!
Freddie.
Freddie, can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's going on?
Oh, man, same thing. Keeping it between the lines. Staying safe.
Where you at tonight?
I am in Missouri, headed to Pennsylvania.
Ooh, we were just talking about Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That's a long drive from Missouri to Pennsylvania.
Well, actually, I'm coming from San Jose, California.
That's even further.
That's a long ride. That's a long ride.
Yeah? How many hours did it take you?
It is 4 days. It was a total of about 2,800 miles, somewhere around there, from coast to coast.
Wow. Big wheels rolling.
Big wheels rolling. Big wheels rolling. Yes, sir. I was up there in San Jose. Man, they have some beautiful land. You know, they got avocados down there on the side of the road, $9 for $1.
Wow. There's more avocados than they know what to do with, huh?
Man, they got fresh, huge, nice vegetables. Man, so cheap. So cheap, man. It's very, very good country down there.
So needless to say, you got a truck full of avocados, huh?
Right now, no, I got a truck full of spinach.
Truck full of what?
Spinach?
Spinach. Huh.
Yeah.
That's what you're delivering to Pennsylvania?
Yes, and then from Pennsylvania, I'm going to go right back with a bunch of beets.
Huh. You like beets?
Yeah. They like meat over there in California, and they send vegetables this way.
Even trade, huh?
Even trade, and it goes to Canada too.
Huh. Well, I'm glad to see you're doing good, man.
Well, doing good, and a little sick, man. I ended up catching a little upper respiratory infection down here in Nebraska. I caught it, and had to go into ER and get treatment, man. But anyway, I'm getting better. And Peterbilt's running nice. And let me do my shout out to my brother James. How you doing, James? Man, I miss you, brother. Miss beating you in chess. Man, keep your head up, man. Keep your head up, and not just my brother. Everybody in the prison system, women's prison system, anybody who's around, man. Y'all keep your head up. Y'all do the right thing, man. Start getting ready in there before you get out, man. I keep repeating that over and over, man, but I started doing that. I became free when I was sitting in there. And I made my plans, short, goal plans, and I'm here on them. And now I'm working on my long-term goals, trying to get things situated for retirement and stuff. And by all means, doing the right thing, staying clean, staying sober. Able to talk a little bit better now because I'm not stage fright the way I used to be. Anyway, man, God is good, and y'all keep your focus, keep your sobriety in there. Get free while you're in there, man. Make that negative into a positive. God is good, and I love all of y'all, man, and I miss y'all. I live there myself, man. I know what y'all going through, but I also know that the rough roads that I went through are leading me to beautiful destinations. Y'all be good, man. Love y'all. Thank you, David, for all y'all do, man.
All right. You be safe, man.
I will. As soon as I get a chance, I will try to visit you some of these days, one of these days.
All right. Well, give me a call.
I will. Bye-bye.
All right. You know, that's a good dude. I was thinking about him earlier today. Francois interviewed me this morning, and one of the toughest things that I had to get over, and I told Freddie about it too, and now Freddie tells everybody else, is you got to make the next right decision, and it doesn't feel right. We've made the wrong choice and didn't have morals and values for years and years. And I speak for myself. Freddie, most of us that have been down and done time, it's just easier to make the wrong decision. You come out, you want to smoke pot, you want to drink alcohol, you want to beat up people, you want to sell dope. I'm guilty. I mean, it was just, I'd go down to prison and I would do great. I'd take classes, I'd go to chapel, I'd have a job, and I'd get out, and then I'd do good for a couple of years, and then I'd start making all the wrong decisions again because I would fall back into that old behavior because I was drinking and drugging and smoking pot, and that's what brings it about. But whenever you start making the right decision and it feels wrong, but yet you know it's the right decision, you keep making those right decisions, and eventually they start feeling right. And, man, now I've been sober 18 years. I got off parole. So there's something to that. But, you know, Francois asked me why, and Madeline Ortiz asked me the same question, because I went to the Kyle unit. Danny was talking about the Kyle unit earlier. And after being incarcerated for 5 years, they asked, why did you feel like you had to go to the Kyle unit? I mean, don't you think you have it down pat? No. Because just because I was successful inside didn't mean I was going to be successful outside, because I had a proven track record. Every time I got out, and then I would become free, and I'd have to work, and I'd get a girlfriend. Next thing you know, I'd relapse, and I'd be smoking weed and drinking alcohol and doing all the things that we do whenever we're not hid. So this last time, I went through the Kyle unit, and I went and programmed and learned how to make the next right decision. So you guys think about it. Think about Freddie's words. Y'all start doing right on the inside. That way, whenever you get out, it'll be a lot easier to transition. Make some shout-outs. We'll make a shout-out to Billy Ross Sims, Charles Don Flores, Clinton Young, Corey Stringer, Cornelius Robinson, Dennis Lee Richardson, Mr. 3RD himself, Dennis Wayne Price, Douglas Rivera, Jeremy Adler, Joe Ramirez, Kenny Morissette, Perry Williams, Pete Sines, Roderick Cooks, Roderick Johnson, Rodney Reed, Sonny Wilson, and Will Spear. And then we'll jump over, we'll get our out-of-town brothers. I got a message from Jimmy McElrath earlier. He wanted to shout out to all of his guys out there in North Carolina. He says to let everybody here at the prison show know how much he enjoys listening to us. Juan Segura, Katya Myers, Alexander Orchard, Larry Johnson, Daniel Lipscomb, Cleto Guerrero, Charles Miller, Christopher Cunningham, Crystal Minnie, Daniel Campbell, Derek MacArthur, Daryl Atkins, David Easley, David Saffel, Derek Walker, Dustin Flowers, Ireland McKay, Francis Nye, Isaac Navarrete, Jaime Quijano Jr., James Kitchen, Jaron Reasonover, Jeremy Stevenson, Jermaine Davis, John Graves, John Thomas, Jordan Seal, Joseph Trout, Joseph Nimitz, Juan Segura, Kerry Sellers, Kevin Jackson, Colton Caruso, Kyle Trippett, Larry Johnson, Latwang Reed, Lionel Rogers, Marcus Brown, Maria Pena, Mark Sykes, Marvin Covington, Matthew Hoover, Maury Holloway, Nicholas Smith, Quarry Brumfield, Rashad Eady, Rashad Watson, Richard Little, Richard Nieder, Richard Smeal, Ronald Allman, Old Gypsy, Ronald Poole, Ronnie Osirio, that was a tongue twister, Ronnie Osirio, Roy Forbes, Ryan Kloss, Shabazz Mohammed, Stanley Corbett, Stephen Bartley, Stephen Drayton, Terry Taylor, Thomas Johnston, Tiffany Cheeks, Travis Walters, Tyler Bowman, Tyler Ship, Victor Gamble, Victor Loya, Walter Woodard, and Zachariah Areola, and can't forget Travis Fletcher. Travis, hope you're doing well. What about you, Jamon? Jamon, you got some shout-outs? Well, there's got to be a mic in there somewhere. Go.
Fix the camera, though.
Yeah. You can go over and get you a microphone.
Yeah, there's one right here.
And there's
Just be
probably two
careful.
more just laying there on the table somewhere.
Yeah, you got to take your headphones off.
I was trying to get the camera in.
Jamon actually got some mail tonight.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
All right. Come on, let's go. Oh, do I have to move?
Well, start singing on here.
I know. He grabbed the mic.
Yeah, are you going to sing Elvis?
I'm trying to pull the thing over here. No, I better not. I really want to do a shout out, not just to people in the inside, because we only got a little bit of time, but I want to say something about to Brittany Robertson of the Texas Prison Reform, and in regard to her efforts about, she's basically all the people that have been let out of prison without no identification documents, and she has trying to get information from those individuals, which is a lot, so we can present them to the proper officials. And I wrote my own little article for her to include, or letter, however you want to say it, for them to try to make a change, to let them know how I was let out with no identification documents, with nowhere to go. They lie and say that I had somewhere to go, and I found myself stuck at the Houston Greyhound station. And it was Brittany Robertson that reached out through her network and had someone come get me, instead of me being stuck there where the security guards were telling me that I couldn't be there after 30 minutes. And I was stuck there for hours. So I had to use diplomacy with security to try to be able to figure out this phone that I just got out and got at this bus station at the Walls unit. Some guy selling used phones right there. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I'm glad I had it, though, because I would have been really in a jam at the Greyhound station, because the person they told me to call, Tony at some halfway house, said to call him and he'll come get me. Well, that was false. There was no such halfway house that was accepting me anywhere. And it took the help of Brittany Robertson. So what she's doing right now is, all y'all were trying to make a change about people getting let out with no birth certificate, no social security card, and no kind of ID. And it's even worse for someone that's homeless, because then you can't get no resources, you can't get no jobs without identification. And that's facts. Now, you might get under the table jobs and stuff like that, but it's hard as hell to find a job, period, with a felony record. Well, imagine trying to do it with no identification documents. So what I got to say on the side of that is, if you know you're about to get out and you don't have nowhere to go, well, you need to try to reach out any which way you can to try to make this reentry division get your identification documents before you get out, or you're going to be in a jam. It took me 2.5 months and 3 days to get all of my documents, and that's with support. If you ain't got support, it's not going to be nowhere near as easy. I had someone drive me all the way to Dallas to get my birth certificate. Stuff like that. If you ain't got, it's going to be a little bit more difficult if you ain't got no support. So I suggest prepare in advance and listen to what we're saying. And as far as what Brittany's doing and others, thank you so much for trying to make a change. Now, I shout out to everyone I've been on the units, from Stevenson, McConnell, Conley. I've been through Darrington, Michael, Robertson, Estelle, and Chester 4 when I was going to psych unit and everything. I've done it all. I've been to Hospital Galveston. And I shout out to all y'all on the inside, in the men's and women's units. And if you want to holler at me, you can. I got one letter. He don't want no shout outs. That's cool. That's all I need to say right now. I think that the part where I'm talking about Brittany Robertson is important. What we're trying to do is go to these officials and basically make this reentry division do their job, what they're paid for. They're supposed to do this. TDCJ is not supposed to let no one out without their identification documents. So that's something that's up in the air right now. So I appreciate y'all. Keep y'all's heads up, stay strong. And this is Red Devil, Jamin, Heston, either which way. Wish y'all the best.
Take your pick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. You ain't got no microphone? You gave
Go
yours to
ahead.
him?
No, I got it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the time. You got about a minute if you want to say something. You got anything you want to say?
Something pressing. Y'all just make sure you keep your, if you pray for Blaine and Robert and Chuck. Blaine's coming up on September 25th, so y'all pray.
When's Chuck?
Chuck is January the 28th.
So that's still ways. He got anything else going on? He got any appeals left, or?
Oh, I'm sure the attorneys will pull something out.
I sure hope so. Well, guys, it's been a good show, even if we did have a few technical difficulties. I mean, that's just the way it is sometimes.
Sometimes it's every show.
We're trying to do better. We really are trying. I mean, we've got the cameras going on. We got different angles. I mean, it's really good, but it's still a learning curve. I mean, we can't help but have a learning curve.
It was all just, I don't know what was going on.
Gremlins. That's how I
It's
always tell you.
gremlins.
It's gremlins, man. But y'all stay tuned for Skyla Dawn and DJ Chill with Damage Control. And, man, y'all, it's still getting hot out there, even if it is a little cooler at night and in the morning time. So y'all stay hydrated and keep your heads up and do the best you can this weekend. We love you and we thank you for tuning in.
Have a great weekend.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski, bonjour, be more. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To the men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember